Hi, this is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really pretty and simple Mother's Day card. So let's get started. Okay, so I pulled a couple of things from my stash, and this paper I used in another project, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so I figured I'd use it for one of the card backgrounds. This is going to be an A2 size card. I already had a bunch of these sunflowers stamped out, so I'm going to be coloring those in with my Tombow markers. And this sunflower is from the Sunflower Wishes stamp set from Maymay Made It. And so I really love that stamp set. It's one of my favorites. And here's another one that I just received. It's called Beloved Mom. And I think this is going to be perfect because you can mix the sentiments up. It's got mothers. So if I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day, I can print that or stamp that out. It's got mom, it's got mama, it's got mother. It has to my fabulous mother, to my fabulous mom. So grateful for you, mom. So grateful for you, mother, mama, whichever one you use. So I love this one. You are amazing. You're my hero. Thinking of you. You're the best. So this can work for all year round. So you got plenty of sentiments to work with. And especially with Mother's Day, almost a month away, you want to go ahead and get started. I also have this pretty ribbon. And I got this from Dollar Tree. And look how beautiful that is. So it's got the same sparkly stuff that it has in this paper. It goes perfectly together. This is another paper I had in my stash. Look at that. How pretty. So all the colors just kind of come together and find themselves. So I'm thinking about doing something with this ribbon, and I want it to kind of lay on this paper. And so I'm just going to cut this just the length here of this. So we'll see how this works. I'm going to add it on later on. I'm just kind of measuring it like this. Okay, and then I want another one to come across this way. And you'll see how all this comes together. And I'm just going to just cut it. Just kind of keeping it simple here. Okay, so for right now, I think this will work. Put those aside. Okay, so I'm going to color in this right here, and I'm only going to need one of the flowers, at least I think so for now. So I'm going to use my Tombow markers, and these are two different shades of pink. It's a nice floral color, very kind of a blush pink here, and I'm just going to go ahead and color this in. And this color I'm going to use on the outside petals. And I'm just doing it lightly. And I'm still getting used to my my Tombow markers as I get more practice coloring with these. But I am really loving these markers. And they're great for layering also. And kind of shading in. So nothing real fancy, just coloring in every other petal. And I think those colors are going to go well with my card base. Okay, so let's go ahead in with this other one here. And this one is a little bit darker. But I can already see it's going to be a good match. So I hope you all are going to try to make a card for Mother's Day this year. Okay, so I got that. And in the middle, I have this gel pen. It's a Uniball pen, and it's gel impact. So I am loving this, and it's in gold. So I thought that, since I have gold in this card, I think this will work perfect for the center of this flower. So I'm just let's see how this comes out here. I'm just going to do some lines across here. And I am going to fussy cut this out, so. And this has got pretty good coverage, actually. And look at that. I think that's going to work. Nice, bright, bold color on there. Yeah, it looks like it's going to tie in everything. And so it's got a nice little sparkle to it. I'm not sure if you can see that. Pretty good sparkle on there. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. So let's get our sentiment loaded up on here. Going to use my Memento ink. And I think I'm going to just put my sentiment on here, stamp it right onto here in black. And I think I'm going to use happy, I'm going to put mom, and then on the inside, maybe just for you, mom, you are amazing. I think I'm going to use this one, mom, you are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I loaded up my block. I'm going to stamp out mom. Okay. Just like that on my paper. And I think I'm just going to kind of cut it out like this. I'm just freehanding it here. Not sure if I'm going to do a flag yet on this one. We'll see. And you can use a paper trimmer if you want, if you're not comfortable cutting it out freehand like that. I might make this a little flag on there, a little black banner-like thing, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, and I went ahead and cut out my flowers as well. So look how pretty and sparkly those look. So that goes well. So now it's time to put everything together. And I put mom on there, and then inside I stamped you are amazing. And I went ahead and colored another flower in because I'm going to put a flower on the inside also. So I thought that would be nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this together here. I thought this would look nice with that outline on there. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that. Okay, so see, that's the other side of the paper. That's pretty too. Those double-sided papers become very hard to choose. Let's see. We're going to put this on here first. Let me put that on there. Yep. And this particular paper is from a paper pad called, it's by Teresa Collins paper pad. And it's a 12 by 12 paper pad. So it's a lot of this really pretty gold shimmery paper in it. And I really like that paper. So I'm hoping to use more of that paper pad because I have a whole lot of paper in there. Okay, so I'm just lining this up like that. And then I think that white, just having that little border on there just adds a nice little detail. Yeah, so if you want to make your paper stand out, add a border to it before you put it on the card base. See how pretty that is? And if you want, you can mount this. For this one, I'm not going to mount it. I think I'm going to mount that flower on there and maybe the sentiment. Just see if that fits right. Yep. How pretty that is. Look at that. Looks like you have your own stationery. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I'll wait on that one. Now you see what I'm doing with this? I'm going to put one this way and then have the other one come crossway like that. I think that'll look really pretty. Just to add some sparkle to our card. So let's see. You want to just line it up to see how it looks first. Look how pretty that is. Just like that. Okay, so let's see. I think this is going to need to have a little flag on it. And I like cards that I don't have to do too much fancy stuff to, but they still look fancy. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like the way that looks. Let's see. Right there. Yep. So I'm going to mount this one. Now let me put my flower on first. Okay, so I'm going to keep it this simple. And I'm just noticing that my nails kind of, not on purpose, actually go with the card with a little shimmer on my nails. I'm just realizing that. Maybe this was my color for the week. I'm just kind of putting it off in the corner there. It looks really good mounted on there like that. And then I think this, I'm going to just put a little bit of a border. Let's see. I think this will require a white gel pen just to make that stand out a little bit. Yep, it sure did. It needed that. Yep. And let that gel. That's another Uniball pen. So these are all from that same line. And I'll make sure I put all the supplies I use below in the description box. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on now. Now for this, I'm just going to use my AdTech permanent tape. Just kind of go right along there. Just put that right across like that. See if it sticks on there. Yep. Oh yeah, that's some good. And then I could also use my art glitter glue if I need a stronger glue. So this, if that doesn't work, I could always go back and change it. So I just want to kind of keep my line here straight to get that ribbon on there. And this is a good way to use all that thin ribbon. Just going right across there. And let's just see. Yep, and that is perfect. I could put Mom right there, or I could put it down here. I'm going to put it up. At first I wanted it down by the bottom, but I think I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to mount this, just give it another dimension. Yeah, so have fun with your cards. Use one technique, then learn another. And before you know it, you'll have lots of techniques and you can use them in combination. Like, I just love stitching on a card. I mean, and now I'm trying to use more of my ribbon from my stash to enhance my cards. So you just have to use what you have. Okay, and look how adorable that is. That is so pretty. I am loving that. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here and put this inside my card. But guess what? I've got the card going this way, and look how my sentiment is. So guess what I'm going to do? Let me show you what happens when you forget how you had your card lined up. See, it happens. I've had cards where I've had them upside down. I'm going to put my flower right here, cover that up, and no one will know. And so now I'm going to take my sentiment, load it up on my block. I think that is funny. Has anyone ever had that happen to them? I've had that happen to me a couple of times. Okay, and you are amazing. Let's go ahead and stamp that out. And you can add all kinds of things to your cards on the inside if you want. You could put hearts and whatever you want, really. I'm more than likely going to write a little message on here too. Even though it has "You are amazing," I'm going to write some more stuff on there. Okay, so let me make sure this is okay. Just got a little bit of ink around there. Okay, and let me stamp this in here, going the right way. And it still worked out. Okay, you are amazing. And if you see that, look at, little part didn't stamp all the way out. Just use my ink pen and I'm good to go. And so I can write whatever my message is. I can write right down here. I can go and fill this in. I can put little stitching around it, whatever I want to do with that. If I want to add more flowers in there, I can. It's just up to you. If you want to decorate the inside here, you can do that too. Move that ink out the way before I end up doing something else. And also you can put something on the back too if you want. So there's just so much you can do with this. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. I can put a border around here too. I think would be nice to put some type of border with one of my pens. I do have a black pen. I think that'll, yep, I sure do. So I'm not going to have you sit and watch me put stitching around here. I'll just go ahead and put it around and show you what it looks like at the end. Makes the card look like it has a lot more on it. I think that's the funniest thing. My sideways sentiment. My mother would get a kick out of that though if I gave her this card and it had the sentiment sideways. She'd be fine with it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up that inside with the stitching and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the stitching around it. Yep, my little happy accident is all covered up. And then on the front, really pretty and simple. I think I might end up using some of this Stardust gel and maybe just writing just a little bit along Mom. It's very thin. But I like the way it enhances and adds a little bit of sparkle. So I'm just going right along my sentiment here. Just to add a little bit more. And you can't see it, but it looks so pretty. I don't know if you can see it. It looks really nice with that sparkly stuff. So I hope this gave you a few ideas to kind of jumpstart all of the ideas for moms, or if you know a mom that you want to give a special card to, a coworker or whoever. I think something like this would brighten their day. And I will make sure I leave all of the details for the beloved mom and the Sunflower Wishes stamp set, two of my favorites right now. But I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.